sleep. I want you to be able to roll out of bed and do this show, because if you can't, you're going to quit. And I'll tell you why you're going to quit. If business gets too good from the show, you're going to quit because you don't have time. If business gets really slow and there's a real downturn, now you don't have money to pay for production, you're going to quit. So you're going to have to always, and if you create this complicated show concept that's going to be hard for you to pull off, and that's going to take hours and hours and hours of prep every week, then you're going to have to be in this perfect sweet spot in order to be consistent. And it ain't going to happen. Like, period.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're going to quit, whether it's in 1 year, in 2 years, in 3 years, in 5 years, you're going to quit. So I'll save you the headache now. Give me the show that you can do in your sleep, because I don't want you to have to think about it. I'm working with an orthopedic or a cardiovascular. No, he's an orthopedic surgeon, and he's super, super busy, and he's got all these other things going on. And I'm like, nope. Okay, I know you want to do that show. Nope. Yeah, it's going to take too much prep for you. You're not going to do it. You're going to be busy. Other things happen. And the problem is, once you miss an episode in a week for your audience, if you've given them the commitment that you're going to do one per week, once you've done that, podcast listeners are very creatures of habits. And I know you guys know that, because every time you release an episode, you see your numbers, downloads go up, and then it goes right back down. Whatever the number down is doesn't matter, whatever that median is.
Yeah.
But you know when you release, when it's going to happen. And so they're creatures of habit. So as soon as you don't release when you say you're going to release, you broke a little bit of trust. And we know how long it can take to earn somebody's trust and how easy it is to lose that trust. So what happens with podcasting is you got to be consistent. It's going to take some time. But the other part, and this is where people have the unrealistic expectation, and is when you look at they don't compare apples to apples. So I'll give you just one. Let's do some very simple math, very, very simple math. You go, if you have 10, to the new podcast listeners out there, you got 10 people listening consistently every week. And let's just say you got an hour episode, just to make the math easy. So you just got 600 minutes of somebody's life. That's insane. You got 10 hours from those 10 people. Now, if you put out an Instagram post and you get 100 likes, or whatever your size of your account is, or let's just even say you got 1,000 likes, like, how long did that take them to hit that little button? They don't care about you. I'm sorry. They're not your loyal audience. They're not like tuning in. They're not going in with you. I would take those 10 people that listen to me every week, any day of the week, over 100 likes on Instagram that took less than 100 seconds for somebody to like. I'd rather get those 10 hours of somebody's life that they've given me, because that's building a real bond and a real relationship. That's a one-to-many building of a relationship. And so, sure, it takes a little bit longer, and it does take a little bit of more effort from the standpoint of mental effort of being like, what, there's only 10 people listening to this? 10 people, is this even worth my time? Or maybe your show has 100 and you're like, there's only 100 people listening to it, whatever, or even 1,000. There's only 1,000, depending on the size of the show, right? And depending on somebody's long's been doing it, and depending on what their expectations are. But I'll tell you this, if you have 100 downloads in your show and you're doing an hour-long episode, that's equivalent to a lot of hours. And it's equivalent to sitting in front of 100 people and doing a keynote, because you have their time and they're giving you a full hour. So those 100 people, instead of watching a Netflix episode that costs $50,000 or $500,000 production value for one particular episode, they're listening to your show. So it's having respect for your craft and understanding the audience. And once you get that, then you're like, oh my gosh, like, this is insane that you get to do this. Like, you're like, man, all these people are listening. It's amazing. And again, the number doesn't matter. It could be 10 people, 10 hours. I mean, looking at the basic of basic, 10 people listening to an hour-long show, that's 10 hours of their life they gave you.
So that made me emotional. That was really good, Adam.
Why did it make you emotional, Saeed? What
I
emotions
mean,
are you feeling?
to be honest, that really put me back in the mindset that like, we're actually doing it, and I think we haven't had that conversation. We haven't had that conversation in a while, and I mean,
Yeah.
thank you, Adam, for saying that, because like, you really now just like put us in the right mental space again. I